medium and large. Okay, so your large being probably this sort of size, and your medium to smalls can blend in will be this sort of size. Yeah, you don't really need to use ones that are that size as such, because they're only really there to fill gaps. But when you look at your stem, you always find that the large ones tend to be in the centre. When you're cutting, try and keep the stem long, so that's too short. Okay, but at the same time that's too long. If you think of that area of foam that's going to come out the other end, okay, so it's got to have a sort of equal amount. So it's best to actually have extra beforehand of length, and then you can cut it after. Okay, so I'm just going to use those. So what we're going to do first, we'll start off with the outside edge. Okay, so this is like your small, medium ones. And the bottom of that chrysanth there is going to be basically touching the frame, okay? And I tend to hold the chrysanth with my hand like that. And you want to go near to covering your pins. Now what you don't want to do is have them spaced out that you end up with gaps, as gaps show up, but then you don't want to overcrowd them, that they're all on top of each other. Okay, so you're sort of very lightly pushing the petals to one side, placing the stem in, and then sort of fluffing them back again. It's like a cake that you're sort of producing. So you bring the petals over, place in, and fluff out.
What's it about the cake?
If you find a couple of stems are too soft, and you want to support wire, you can do with, say, like a 46 wire. Just go into the stem internally and cut it. Don't worry about hooking it or coming out, but just hold your finger so that the wire doesn't poke out. Just gives it a bit more support. So you're going to do all the way around, or you can do in sections. It's up to you, whatever you feel is best. If you've got a couple of misshaped ones, don't feel that you have, give a haircut, because it'll make it go brown. You can very cheekily pull the odd petal out here and there. But look at it from a bird's eye view. You want to see an equal amount of ribbon all the way around. Okay? A good florist will have really good basing, and Melissa and I are quite obsessive about basing. We do like to make sure it's nicely shaped. So,
What was that word?
good basing. Basing. This is basing, or massing, or blocking, some people call it. So I'm just going to do a section. So I've done my middle, the outside. I'm going to do my middle now, which covers the same. Okay. So they'll be all roughly the sort of same size all the way round. And they're still, again, touching the frame. Yeah?
Are these all the big ones?
Medium, small, medium-ish. Then we're going to do the top. So the top is going to be your bigger ones. Okay, keep the stems fairly longish, don't go too short. This is your profile. Okay, so the profile is here. So your top ones are going to actually face the ceiling. And they don't actually, the bottom of it doesn't touch the oasis. You can have a little bit of a gap. And you want that to be an equal level all the way round, like a line. It's probably a little bit too long, I'm going to cut that one off. And again, making sure that they all sit quite comfortably together. There's not one fighting for attention. So you do that all the way round. And I say you might prefer to work in a block or a section. You might want to do all the outside first. That's up to you. Then we've got these gaps here. So again, mediums, whatever you've got left, you're now going to angle, okay, and again the stem's not going to go, the bottom's not going to touch, you're going to angle so that you get that nice consistent flow. What you don't want is that one sticking out and they're hidden, okay? You want it to be a nice like that all the way around. And then you're going to match up again, filling in the gaps, and gaps will show. So if you have got gaps, you can then start putting a couple of, like, if you do have a gap and you want to, you could put a little one in just to fill a gap if you see one. It could mean that you haven't placed them in close enough. So you do there, and then you would also do the inside here. And this is how you'll get the marks in assessments, is having a really good dome, a profile like this, not flat. And you'll look at other florists now in the industry, and their basing sometimes can look very flat because they're not, you're trying to use as less basing as possible. So what they do is they bring their ribbon up higher, and then they will just have like a flat case of chrysanth all the way around. It uses less chrysanths, keeps the money down. But I think, chrysanth's not a lot of money, and I think it's good practice to do really good.
And it's a funeral too, so it's really important.
special, yeah. And also, I mean, I've got a floristry friend that has a fantastic living just by producing funeral designs. She doesn't advertise, nothing, all word of mouth. Because her work is so lovely, her chrysanthemum basin is, she always does is loads of the base designs. Because her work is really, really good, people recommend her and they'll be like, go to her, she's really good, gives you a personal service, and that's her living. Yeah, so you're going to do it all the way around. So remember to cover your pins. Sport wire if you need to. Don't overcrowd. So what you don't want to do is start having bits that are coming in like this, bits that are like that. Yeah, poor based in. You'd lose marks in the assessment. I might actually ask you to rebase it if it was like that. So be warned. I did say to the group on Monday, I'm a little bit obsessive when it comes to basing. I like to see it nicely shaped and a nice formation. So just keep constantly looking at this. It's like a cushion.
It's a donut.
It's like a donut, yeah, but a very perfect donut. But not, don't do this. Okay? You can do that.
So who did that on there?
That was my original demo on Monday. I'm just making another one. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got 5 minutes to lunch. So finish off your ribbon.